Hi, welcome back to another episode of Decent at Best. My name's Reise Kitts. To my left, I have
Mr. Garrett Faust.
Alrighty, and today we're joined by a very special guest, a good friend of mine, the producer of this show. He made our intro music. He's wearing glasses. His name is
Levi Johnson.
Okay.
I said at the same time. That's what I wanted.
Jinx, show me a Coke.
That's why I was looking at you like that.
Pinch poke.
What?
What if I leaned over and pinched you right now?
I'd be upset because I'm your guest.
Levi, how are you today, buddy?
I'm doing well. I was woken up this morning by...
It's early in the morning.
Yeah, it is the morning right now.
It is the morning.
And I was awakened this morning by my maintenance man knocking on my door.
Okay.
And I have not put any maintenance orders, so I was like, why is this guy out here? Apparently last night when I got back to my apartment, my wallet fell from my pocket as I got out of my car.
Oh, no.
And it was sitting out in the cold all night.
Man.
But he returned it to you?
Yeah, and no one
That's
stole anything
nice,
out of
though.
it, so
What
that's
a
great.
gentleman.
I wish our maintenance man knocked on our door. There was a leak up in the apartment above us in my bathroom, so they came in and drilled a hole above my shower, so it's freezing cold. And now my shower won't drain, and there's still a hole above my shower, and they have not come back to fix it.
Perfect.
Yeah, I can't shower.
Okay.
You can't you
I haven't showered in like 4 days.
Oh my gosh.
Remember before this when you said, "Do you ever smell?"
Oh my
The answer is yes. So I haven't showered in like 4
Are
days.
you just taking sponge baths?
No baths.
The thing is, like, you
Zero
have
baths.
a huge bathtub.
I do,
too.
and I haven't utilized it.
Wow.
I guess
That's your
could.
own fault.
Yeah. You're entirely right. Yeah, so I need that fixed fast.
Yeah.
I'm just smelling right now.
Garrett, how's your shower?
How is your... Actually, yours doesn't drain well either.
It doesn't drain well. However, I can take a shower, so I don't smell.
So Garrett, it doesn't smell.
Yeah,
He
I mean,
smells.
yeah.
I took a shower this morning. I don't smell.
Did you take a shower this morning?
Yeah, look at my hair.
Lucky.
It's all wet.
I'm rubbing in my face like that. So for people who don't know what this podcast is, Garrett, you want to give them a little rundown?
Yeah, we are decent at best. We answer any and all questions that you send in through our email, and we answer them right off the top of the head. They're not great answers, but I can promise you they're going to be decent at best.
They're decent at best. And Levi, you also run another podcast on this very same podcast network.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, you're the starter. We're on Navigator Productions. You are, quote unquote, the navigator.
Yeah, I guess so. I made that persona like senior year of high school.
It's a Childish Gambino reference, right?
It is.
I think we talked about that.
Yeah, it's a reference to a Childish Gambino song.
That's my favorite song from his.
Yeah, and you guys are the third podcast I've made. Helped make. You guys do all the work.
What was the first?
It was a show called Personal Space, and I made it freshman year of college.
Okay.
And it had 6 episodes, and it was not that great.
Were you doing that like the same time we started Unwarranted?
While
you were interning?
It was before I was in Unwarranted.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Because that was at spring. No, that was.
No,
fall
I was
semester.
a sophomore when I started Unwarranted.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I did not
Okay.
join my freshman because I started off as a computer science major.
Oh, how'd that go?
It went fine.
I changed.
I did fine in computer science. I just didn't like it.
Oh, fair enough. And Personal Space, what was Personal Space about?
It was just conversations with friends.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
thought
it was
just
literally
you talking in
literally.
your mind.
Yeah, and it was just because I just got into podcasts.
Yeah.
And I was like really excited about it. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I want to make a podcast, and I have all this recording equipment, so I'm going to do it. And then it was all right.
And it just turned out okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's about where we're at here at Decent at Best. We're okay
You
level.
guys have at least a little bit of structure though, which makes it fun. It's like
That's fair. We
something to
have,
return
rarely, a lot of times we come on here and we're like, oh,
Yeah.
we
when
forgot
you say
the last
structure,
Yeah, we forgot
What
the
do you
last
mean?
segment this week.
Yeah.
Oh no, we didn't record a sound. So we're getting better at it. 2018, we want to make this podcast a lot. Oh, we want to prioritize it.
Yeah.
I should say.
Do you have a segment this week?
We do have a segment this week.
I'm excited.
That someone emailed into us. We're actually getting emails in for our last segments, which is a lot better for us because
Yeah.
we don't have to come up with them. So we have a couple in the bag that we want to do. So yeah, we have stuff. We have a sound. Everything's good.
Okay,
For
nice.
you, we pulled out all the stops, buddy. We got really prepared.
Even got a segment.
But right now, you're hosting a show called Sandwichcast.
Sandwichcast.
So what happens on Sandwichcast?
Well, usually I introduce it as a food podcast, but I've decided to stop doing that and introducing it as an absurdist comedy podcast.
Okay.
Because it's barely about food. People come on and eat sandwiches and review their sandwiches, and then we talk about nonsense.
So guests come onto the show. They prior to coming on to the show, make a sandwich.
Yes, they have to make their own sandwich.
And you guys eat the sandwich on air.
We eat the sandwich on air.
Crunch sounding all through the mic?
Yeah, the mouth sounds are important because they're very grating sometimes.
Perfect.
And that's part of the aesthetic of the podcast.
But everyone loves it.
Yeah, sure. You can say that.
What's the best sandwich you've seen
Oh,
or
that's a
made
good one.
yourself?
Well, see, my MO on the podcast is kind of try to show off sandwich skills. And I try and make really good sandwiches. And
Right. So you're out here gourmeting it.
yeah, and then Joe, who is my co-host,
Joe's brought on 3 pieces of bread before.
Joe is notorious for bringing on very experimental sandwiches. He likes to push the boundaries of what is a sandwich.
So what's the worst sandwich that's been brought on?
3 pieces of bread.
3 pieces of bread?
Yeah, it was a bread sandwich.
Didn't Ryan bring on like a ramen noodle block?
Oh yeah,
Uncooked?
in Ryan, that might actually be worse because in Ryan's episode he brought Joe and I sandwiches, which we'd never done before, and he brought me.
And you've never done again since.
Nope. He brought me a block of ramen with a little bit of soy sauce and the flavoring packet between 2 pieces of bread.
Wait, the flavoring packet like not diluted in any
No,
sort of
just dry
Oh my
with
god!
soy sauce on it, and then he brought Joe 2 pieces of bread with a couple slices of orange, unpeeled, and
unpeeled.
and a couple
A
pieces
full
of
cutie, but like between 2 pieces of bread.
and Hubba Bubba.
Oh.
1 piece unwrapped.
Wait, the others were in wrappers?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
How is that not as bad as 3 pieces of bread?
You know, that's why I was rethinking that. Those
Okay.
were probably much worse.
Oh, boy. Well, yeah, that's a terrible sandwich. We haven't brought on sandwiches at all. We should look to...
No, you shouldn't. That's my format.
Okay. Fair enough. You're right.
We should look into.
We should
taking
go
your
on
idea.
Sandwichcast.
Yeah, we're trying to figure that out because we have a very small table and we want to go have you guys on, but we need a larger space to do it.
Everything's upgrading.
What if I just I would go buy a sandwich and bring it?
No,
You're
Is that
not allowed
illegal?
to like get a
No.
Subway sandwich?
No, you
going
have to
on the
make
show?
your own sandwich.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's all about
All right.
making it.
It's important. Yeah.
Now Joe is leaving, right? Your other co-host. He's leaving
Yeah.
for Africa. No, it's Australia.
No, he time traveled to the past.
Oh, that's right.
He's going to find the first sandwich right now.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a spoiler alert for the new episode of Sandwichcast.
Oh, okay.
But
Perfect.
yeah,
Well, by the time this episode goes up, the new
Yeah.
episode of Sandwichcast is also up. So go listen to that.
So they're going to be Joe went to travel through time.
Oh, man. And so
he's trying to find the first sandwich.
don't spoil it for us, but did you get a new host for this season?
No, I think he should be back in time. I don't know yet.
Oh, okay. You're just waiting?
Yeah, we'll see if he comes back in time for the next episode.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, Levi, I don't know if you've listened to a couple episodes of this podcast, but what we do here, we people email us in questions.
Mm-hmm.
We read their questions at random most of the time. Today, I've picked out a couple that I thought would be specifically good for you.
Okay.
And we answer those questions, and we don't do a great job at answering them. We pretty much just kind of give them an answer at the end,
Yeah.
but we try to be decent at best. We have quite a few picked out today. So, Levi, can you give us a guy's name for our very first question?
A guy's name.
Yeah.
Ronald McDonald.
Ronald McDonald. Well, Ronald McDonald writes in, and he says, is a hot dog a sandwich? I figured this question would be perfect for you because you're the sandwich expert, right?
I guess so. I have a podcast about them. But
So what defines a sandwich?
so
What's your working definition? Do you guys have one?
oh, we kind of do, and
Okay.
it's Google's definition of a sandwich, which is 2 pieces of bread around some kind of like edible filling.
Okay.
Essentially. So I would say no, a hot dog isn't a sandwich because a hot dog bun is not split. It's 1 piece of bread.
Okay. So theoretically, if the bun were to split down the middle while you're making the hot
Sure,
dog,
why not?
does
Why
it
not?
then become a sandwich?
Sure, why not?
So anything can become a sandwich.
Here's my message to the person who asked this question.
Okay, Ronald McDonald.
You define what a sandwich means to you. You don't let the world define your sandwich.
Oh. Ronald
Ooh,
McDonald.
That is deep.
That's
Man, I just shed a tear over here.
Ronald McDonald is trying to find a new sandwich to put on his menu at McDonald's, and
You should avoid the hot dog, Ronald McDonald.
they need the McDog in there.
Hot dogs are trash.
If McDonald's had a hot dog, what would it be called?
Probably
The McDogger?
the McWiener.
The McWiener?
It's the McWiener.
I'm gonna go with no. I don't think a hot dog is a sandwich either. It's a hot dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot
A
dog.
burger can be a sandwich.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Oh God, you have no like set answers on anything.
You just
No.
took the definition and threw it away for that one.
Yeah, we kind of just do whatever we want.
So there's a verb sandwich and then like the noun sandwich, which the noun would be like an actual thing that you eat, and then the verb is like sandwiching two things.
Yeah, to push two things.
Are those not the same? Okay,
Come on, Reese.
very different.
A hamburger has a bun, though.
Yeah,
It's still bread.
still bread.
I know,
a ciabatta bread is a bun technically.
Yeah, I give it to him.
A Kaiser roll is a roll.
I give the sandwich status to a burger.
I'll give it to a burger
And
too.
a hot dog if you split
Like
it.
a chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
It's like a burger but with chicken.
Exactly.
So it's the same.
It has sandwich in the name, though.
The amount that I talk about the minutia of what the definition of a sandwich is
You're so vague on it
it's
too.
insane. Yeah, that's why, because I found that just talking about the specifics, it's like, yeah, sure, why not?
It could be a sandwich.
But if I'm just like vague, like, yeah, sure, why not?
Theoretically, I have 2 pennies and a dime. The 2 pennies the dime is smushed in between the 2 pennies. Is that a sandwich?
Sure.
Does it have to be edible to be a sandwich?
Don't know. Why not?
Oh my God. You've given us a description and then not followed it at all.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. What do you say? Hot dog a sandwich?
I think it is.
You think it is a sandwich?
I think it is a
After you
sandwich.
argue that a burger's not closer to a sandwich, a
Well,
hot
if you're
dog
going
would
to
be?
call a hamburger a sandwich, I
you
feel like
follow
it's
your
the
dreams,
same
Garrett.
premise. A bun's a bun.
But that bun is attached. Like a Philly
I rip my
cheesesteak isn't
buns in half.
A Philly cheesesteak is a sandwich.
Yeah.
And that's most of the time it's still attached, isn't it?
See, that's
you cut it in.
see when I say that, everyone always brings up Subway because they don't split the bread all the way
Entirely, yeah.
and they're like, "Is that a sandwich?" And I'm like, "Sure."
So don't have a definition. Don't come on here and say, I have a definition. Say the definition and say, but it doesn't matter.
See, that's like the legal definition, but under the table. We just
Legal.
Under the
we just do whatever we want.
You're out in public and you have a hot dog and you're like, this is a good sandwich. And you look around, sandwich, and then you get arrested because that bun is not split.
Exactly. That's we're working below the sandwich police.
Oh gosh. So to Ronald McDonald, I would say your hot dog is not a sandwich. You would say it is,
Yeah.
and you would say
I say define your sandwich
Define
how you
your
want
sandwich.
to.
Oh, my God.
you have 2 extremes on here. Yes, no, and then
And whatever
do
hippy
you.
dippy answer I have.
oh, all right, Garrett. We're moving on to the next question now. Can you give me a name for a lady?
A name for a lady. I'm going to say, this is easy one. I always have names of ladies off the top of my head.
It sounds like you're stalling, Garrett.
No, not at all.
Go on. I'm ready. It's a lady. Let's do a first name first.
First name
Yeah,
is
first
Felicia
Felicia. Last name?
Faust.
Middle. What's the
Douglas.
middle name? That's all your names, except
Felicia is not my name.
It was almost.
What?
Felicia Faust writes in. Her message is very long. She says she proposes to one of us during it, but then she gets into her question. She has 2 questions, so we're going to run through those really fast. Question number 1. If you could smell 3 different things for the rest of your life, what would they be?
3 different things.
Yeah, 3
If
different
you
things.
only smell these 3 things.
Yeah. What are like 3 things you really enjoy smelling?
Oh boy, that's a weird question.
Cinnamon
It is-
apple
it's-
candle.
Are those 3 separate things, or were those one thing?
apple candle.
That's one. That is one together.
I like cinnamon. I like apples.
I like just plain wax candles. No smell in the candles.
I like those candles you write for Dia de los Muertos. Exactly. No smell. Only wax.
I like the smell of burning wax.
I like a hot glass that the candle's held in.
That's
Cinnamon apple candle.
I think my answers are probably just going to be different food because, like,
fair. That's
whatever
good.
my favorite, like the smell of Indian food, the smell of Japanese food.
Where's your favorite Indian restaurant? Just as a sidetrack. Do you like Tandoor a lot?
Sitar? Sitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been to Tandoor.
I haven't
And
been to Tandoor either, but I have been to Sitar.
Sitar
is really good.
It's awesome.
It is really
Yeah,
good.
Sitar, get the dinner for 2, you're set for life.
You're done. You're
Yeah.
good.
I've gotten
They
that so many times.
only have a Sitar. You go to the one in West Knoxville, right? That's the only one?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm not
that's
aware of any other locations.
I think technically Jai D. No, that's not Indian food.
Chai tea? No, that's not Indian food. That's Thai food.
It's Thai food.
Yeah, but there's another Indian place down in Turkey Creek.
What's that called?
Bombay Palace.
Oh, I've heard of Bombay.
Yeah, it's
too.
pretty good.
I've never seen that.
But to answer
So Indian food.
to answer the question, I mean, I don't know the exact kinds of
What
food.
specific? Because if you say Indian food, you get a lot of different smells in there. So you have to pick one like Indian dish. Like
One Indian dish, tikka masala, then, because that's an easy one that I make at home.
That's good.
And then I'll pick
tzatziki. That's another.
tzatziki.
Isn't that a?
No, that's
dish?
Greek.
Oh, that's right. It's Mediterranean.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, 3 different food types because taste is based off smell. You know.
Right. It's like half the battle.
Yeah.
as far as
So
food
if you
goes.
want to enjoy food for the rest of your life, you probably want to enjoy
some smell,
the smell of the food.
and you really like the smell of
I like
tikka masala.
Well, I like to taste tikka masala.
That's
It's a dish that I make often at home. So I'm gonna
And-
pick that one, and I'm gonna pick sandwiches. The
Just so I
nice
can
smell of a
keep going with my
sandwich.
A lot of sandwiches don't smell. Do you toast your sandwiches before you go, or most of them cold?
Sometimes it depends.
Okay.
Oh my god.
The best sandwiches are cooked, but well.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'll agree with that. And then you have one more.
Oh God, what's my last smell? What's my last food that I eat a lot? Pizza. I make pizza.
That's good.
So I eat a lot.
All 3 of them were food.
Yeah. That's why. Yeah, I would definitely put all 3 of them for food because I like to enjoy my food.
You don't want to smell your newborn child when it comes out.
No, gross.
Yeah.
All right. You know.
That way I don't have to smell any gross smells ever again. I actually like this because then now I don't.
Now
have to smell,
I never have to smell something gross.
Yeah, I don't like gross smells.
Fair enough.
They bother me.
What 3 things for you other than cinnamon, apples, and candles? A cinnamon apple candle.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have that burning all day, every day. I guess my cologne, make sure I smell good.
That's fair. Then you'll only ever be smelling yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, I mean, you would want to do a food too, but I don't want to copy Levi over here.
I was definitely going to pick a food. There's one food I like smelling over all the others.
What is it?
Mine was going to be candy roasted almonds. You know when you walk in the mall
gosh,
and you can
yes.
smell those things from
Those
a mile
things are
away.
incredible.
I love them. So
I think my last one's
going
gonna
to
be bacon, just because.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When
that's a solid
bacon.
pick.
Remember when you were a wee child and you wake up in the morning, wipe your little eyes, and your mom cooked bacon.
I was never a child.
I've never had that experience.
Fair enough.
No, I've had that experience. That's a great day.
All right.
And then you're like, we have to go to church. And you're like, Mom, I'm sleeping. I want to watch cartoons.
And she
What's your
calls you a
favorite kind of-
heretic.
And she
Oh
slaps
my
you.
god! What's your
slaps
favorite
me
kind of
hard.
bacon?
Thick cut.
Yeah, thick
Thick
cut,
cut,
for
yeah.
sure. My girlfriend only eats turkey bacon.
No,
Turkey bacon's all right.
I mean, it's good, but it's
it's like not eating bacon.
not regular bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made some spaghetti carbonara the other night, and I used pancetta, which is
Oh.
like a bacon.
Yeah, it's like a.
I think it's actually better than bacon, to be
Yeah.
100% honest, but it was so good in the spaghetti, man. Besides the point.
Was that was that your 3?
That was
my
your
3,
3.
yeah.
Mine would definitely be the candy roasted almonds. Love those things. 2, I like the smell of coffee.
Oh, that's a good pick.
And 3, my guilty pleasure, I don't know if I love it, but you get some sort of like weird euphoric thing, but like the smell of gas. You know when you go to pump gas?
Yeah,
some people
I do
like
like
it, some
the-
people hate it. I don't know. I enjoy it.
Are you huffing gas?
Yeah, I'm
Is that
huffing
what's
gas
happening?
over there.
I kind of like the smell of nail polish too. Is
Yeah,
that,
that's good. Yeah, it's like that same, I don't know, petroleum-based stuff.
that's what we do over here.
I have a can of gas on.
Yeah, I'm just like looking around for like the bottles of spray paint that you guys have been huffing.
If you go outside late at night about 3 a.m. and look in your parking lot, I'll like go into cars and like open their gas cap and just take a huge whiff.
Yeah.
when the cars are full, oh my god.
And then you start
When I find
siphoning it off.
Yeah. Gas prices, you don't really find them. It's a rarity to find a full tank of gas. But when
It's a
you
special
do,
moment. Oh
when you
boy,
do,
we celebrate.
I'm tweaking hard, buddy.
I'm tweaking.
When I find that full tank of gas, I celebrate. I dance.
You've seen me days where I'm like, that's when gas is like $3.25, and everyone's riding at about less than a quarter tank. Those are my 3 smells. I don't know. Do you like the smell of gas? Do you have any guilt? Like, these things shouldn't smell good, but they are interesting to my nose. They hit your nose.
I mean, I don't hate the smell of gas, but it's not something I particularly enjoy smelling.
I don't know if I particularly enjoy it, but I feel like I should know it because if I ever have a gas leak, it's nice to be like, oh, okay, that's gas.
Smells.
I can smell 3 things. That's not almonds.
Those kind of smells don't really work for me because they give me headaches. I often get headaches from those strong, like, petroleum smells.
Oh, yeah.
Like nail
That's fair.
polish and
Yeah.
gasoline. If I smell them too much,
See, I've got a
I just
candle
get
in my
high.
room that's like like when you walk into Abercrombie or Hollister and you're hit with that just absurd amount of smell. Like I've got a candle like that, and it'll make me nauseous.
I thought you were about to say you had a candle that smelled like gasoline. That is fully what I was expecting. I was like, this is
a gas candle.
Where am I?
Me and Eric, our third roommate, at our sophomore year of high school, we had to come up with a
I remember this.
a parody to a product. Instead of Yankee Candle, we did something called, I think it was the Confederate Candle, but it was like different smells.
Oh, no.
And it was like gas, diesel gas and stuff like that, like the smells you wouldn't find in candles.
That's amazing.
I think we got an A on that too.
The scents will rise again.
Yeah, I think that.
I remember that.
I think
6 years ago.
Oh my god!
That's how good it was.
It was pretty good.
That's a good
Most of my best work, and I hate to say this, came in that English class.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know.
I loved high school video projects.
I take that back. I had one to do, but it was a project.
We made a couple, and it's because like my little group of friends would appeal to the teacher sometimes to be like, "Hey, can we just like somehow
Do
make
a
this
video?
project into a video?" Like it's a group project, and we were supposed to do a presentation. We're like, "Can we just do a video?" And usually they said yes.
My 8th grade year, we were supposed to write an anti-bullying memo. There were a couple different things. You could do a poster, you could write a memo, or an essay about it. And I approached the teacher, and I was like, "Hey, is it cool if I do a rap?" And she said, I guess, sure. And so this was before me and Garrett were really good friends.
Yeah.
But I knew Garrett could beatbox at the time in 8th grade. You know, as far as beatboxing goes.
Say that lightly.
So I came and got Garrett out of class. He's like, Garrett, you got to beatbox for me for this rap that I wrote like the night before it was due.
My goodness.
And we performed. We did it. And then like they wanted to film it and put it on the school's website.
Yeah.
It was so weird. She made us like do it for everyone. Like all the other teachers. Just like,
my God.
do that anti-bullying thing. And I don't remember how it goes.
And then you both got bullied
Signed
for it.
we got signed to Rock Nation with Jay-Z afterwards for anti-bullying messages.
Oh my god.
We're featured on 444.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I haven't listened to it because it's on Tidal,
Yeah, that's fair. Everyone has. What do you use? Spotify?
Yeah.
Or Apple Music?
Spotify.
That's fair. You don't have a subscription service.
I
It's
subscribe to Pirate Bay.
Ah, there you go.
Heck yeah. That was me in high school.
Oh, and I forgot. She also asked a second question, and that was, can I be invited to Monopoly night?
No.
We played Monopoly one time.
One time.
You say no.
Yeah,
I don't know how
no.
that goes. So no.
I'm not very good, so I'll never play again.
I'm actually a big fan of Monopoly. We used to play in high school all the time.
Did you ever finish a full game though?
All the time.
Okay.
See, my roommate, who is my cousin, and I've known him since we were born, he had a friend.
Bailey's your cousin?
Yeah, Bailey's my cousin.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and we grew up as neighbors.
Oh.
And he had a friend who moved away when we were in like middle school, and every time he came back, for some reason,
We always play Monopoly.
for like 5 days, we would do nothing but play Monopoly. And we would play like 3 games a day, and sometimes they would take like 5 hours. It was, I don't know why that happened, but we played a lot of Monopoly.
I used to play with me, Tate, and Caleb Savage would play a lot, and my catchphrase was always, give me my fucking singles, because I loved the ones. Like, I would collect all the ones so no one else could have some. And so, like, I'd take them all from the bank and no one else would have one. So then they'd have to pay extra.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's the strategy, buddy.
Yeah, that's how you really milk them dry.
What properties do you go for first?
It's been so long since I've played. It's not the third round of properties, not the blue and green, but that round. Like, I think it's
past. I think that's either gel or that's
right
gel.
past free parking.
Oh, it's free parking. That's right.
Yeah, past free parking.
I think that's yellow and then green.
It's not.
Then
It's
right
not
before
green.
is orange and red, and then before that's like the purple and like
Yeah.
blue.
It's yellow and red. Yellow and red. Those are the properties they get because they're cheap to build. And then,
red's Kentucky. I think yellow's like Carolina.
and they yield as much like.
Yeah.
They yield a bunch of money, but they're not super expensive.
I always go for Tennessee, the orange ones. I think it's Tennessee, New York, and something else. But I think statistically, those are the most hit spots on the board.
The orange ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, orange is also really good. I always find that I made it.
It's that corner right there because it's orange and then free parking and then red. And most people are trying to
You
land on free
guys
parking.
are too meticulous.
Garrett's
I land, I buy. In. Done.
Bye.
You're also down in the stocks right now too.
You win some, you lose some.
Garrett, you gotta play more Monopoly. Learn about the stock
I
market.
guess so. I've been playing a lot of risk. I'm about taking countries,
Love some risk.
not businesses.
There was a question on HQ the other day about what game had the Pop-O-Matic. Do you guys remember that one?
Yeah, it's
Trouble,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I used to play Trouble a lot. Sorry was a good one.
Sequence? You ever played
All right.
Sequence?
I have
played
played
Sequence.
Sequence.
I
Sequence is a
love
lot
that
of
game.
fun.
I don't know what Sequence is.
Yeah, it's a good board game. It's
Yeah.
like a card game, kind of.
Cardboard game.
Yeah.
Felicia, you're not allowed to come to Monopoly night. I'm sorry. That wasn't me. I was going to say yeah, but you really harsh on our guests. All right, we're going to answer one more question before we head on to break. We have another female writing in. So
Okay.
can we get a name for a female, Levi?
A name for a female. Daisy Ridley.
Ooh, good. Did you like the new Star Wars without
No.
spoiling it? Because neither of us have seen it.
I
You didn't
know.
like it?
Well, I don't know. I don't like the direction they're taking
That's
Star
fair.
Wars, but it's fine.
Our
It's fine.
friend said the same thing.
Our friend really didn't like it. He said it was a waste of time.
It was fun when I watched it,
Yeah.
and then after I thought about it and all of its like and everything about it afterwards, I'm like, they changed a lot of the Star Wars universe. They added a bunch of
In
new
this,
stuff,
yeah.
kind of, and I didn't like what they added, and it raised so many questions.
Our other roommate Eric went and saw it and he loved it. So I don't know.
Yeah, see, I can see its appeal.
To some people.
Yeah,
I didn't like Rogue One at all.
yeah. I thought Rogue One was pretty boring,
But I
but
love The Force Awakens.
See, the Force Awakens has been the best easily of all the new Star Wars movies to come out.
That's fair.
Yeah, I was a fan of Force Awakens, except for the fact that it's just a New Hope reskin.
Right. But like I wanted 2017 New Hope. 'Cause
Yeah, but
A New Hope to me is kind of boring. Out of the original trilogy, I think that's the
I don't know.
least favorite.
It's probably my least favorite, but that might be because I've seen it the most times.
Oh, okay.
I think
Because that whole Death Star scene when they're going through the thing, I'm just like, ugh. It's
because you know how it's gonna end.
Well, yeah, but like it's also so anticlimactic.
yeah. The in the original trilogy, the one people usually have the biggest issues with is Return of the Jedi. Because,
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
I think that's. No. Empire Strikes Back. That's the second one in the series. Right? That's the best one.
That one's
the best
pretty
Star
much
Wars
agreed.
overall, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's pretty much the consensus. That's
Okay.
my opinion as well. And people like to hate on Return of the Jedi because of the Ewoks.
Oh, the Ewoks. Also, that one starts out with they're in the Jabba the Hutt's like pit thing, right?
Yeah,
And
which is an awesome scene in my opinion.
you like that one?
Yeah, I
feel
love
like that one was kind of. It's a weird opener, I think, for a movie.
Yeah, that's fair. But I'm see, the thing is about Star Wars, and even with the prequel trilogy, I watched them all when I was a kid.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I have such a close attachment to them
Nostalgia.
that even their flaws I can look past because I liked them when I was a kid. And I feel like I would have the same effect with the new Star Wars movies, but I'm just old now.
I don't have that. I know you also watched them when you were little, right?
Yeah.
I don't have that same thing. I didn't watch them until I was a junior, maybe senior in high school.
Yeah.
I'd never seen any of the Star Wars.
Yeah, so-
I take that back. I saw Revenge of the Sith, which was in the whatever.
Yeah.
So
Is that which one's that one?
that has Hayden Christensen. That's the last of the
Prequel trilogy.
Yeah.
So have you seen the entire prequel trilogy?
I've seen them all now. Yeah, I've seen every Star Wars.
So for someone who didn't grow up with them, how do you feel about the prequel trilogy?
I going back and watching them, I think I don't love Hayden Christensen.
Yeah, he's kind of notorious for giving a terrible performance.
His
throughout the entire
performance in that
series.
movie was bad. However, the narrative, I love tragic heroes.
Yeah.
I love seeing the fall of something like that, and I think they did a pretty good job. There's a lot of it's very political. Like
Yeah,
as far as
that's also one of
the
people's
big gripes. I didn't like that. Like I don't want to know like the government. I wanted to see like the hero go, and that was a lot of fun. And I thought the villains like General Grievous and Darth Maul, those are a lot better.
Yeah,
I
they
love those
were
guys.
really cool villains.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird
It was handled weird.
especially with Darth Maul, where they had this really cool guy.
Yeah.
and they don't really go into him at all, and then they just
Kill him off.
they just throw him off to
Yeah.
the side, which is why I really want to see in the Obi-Wan movie.
Is there a
There's an
storyline
Obi-Wan
for him?
movie planned.
Yeah.
And in the original extended universe, Darth Maul didn't die. And I think they've done this in one of their cartoon series. I haven't watched it, though.
Darth Maul storyline after?
Yeah, because Darth Maul gets, like, bionic legs, and he comes back and tries to kill Obi-Wan because he's pissed at him.
Oh, well,
yeah,
of course.
and that's the Obi-Wan movie that I want to see.
Yeah, he has, like, a spider body.
Yeah, he's, like, nuts.
Yeah, I think I have seen that.
Yeah, because I think he's in Rebels. I think that's the Star Wars series that's on Disney right now.
It was funny because apparently the Cartoon Network series are, like, a lot better than what they did.
I've heard that, too.
That they're just better.
Yeah, the OG, like, cartoon ones from, like, the early 2000s. Yeah.
Also, big gripe I had with the prequels is that, like, they, like, spin and do dancing stuff rather than, like, use a lightsaber like a sword. And I thought that was
they're really choreographed. But I
didn't love it.
And I kind of like the lore behind it, but it does make them way different from the original trilogy.
Just so different.
Yeah, because they were based off, like, all the choreography is based off, like, these different fighting styles. And
man.
They made it into a lore about the universe, but then it's just, like, they look silly. They're just hopping around.
Yeah, it looked... I didn't like that too much. Daisy Ridley asks, what's the worst part of being an adult and getting older?
The worst
My
part.
opinion is getting the sweet taste of payday and then getting taxes taken out. Government bastards. They made sure to put a little socialism in there.
Yeah, I think we know where these people stand. I think the worst part about growing up is...
The worst part of being older or being an adult and getting older. Okay, I thought they also asked the best part, but they did not.
I think it's just realizing how dumb the average person is.
Yeah.
Because I used to look up to everybody, like being like, people are good. Like, not that people are bad. I don't think people are bad at all. But just like, people are a lot dumber than I expected them to be when I was a child. I expected everyone to be really smart, and they're not.
No.
People just give up on learning it when they're like 15 for the most part.
And we're done.
Yeah.
What about you? What do you think the worst part of getting older is?
Like, you're expected to be independent when you're older. Like, I still like having to rely on people.
That's fair.
But like, people like you're older now, and they want you to like take initiative and do stuff like that. That's not really my style. I just like lean back.
I think the hardest part to me is like remembering deadlines. Like, I have to fill out taxes here. And like, I have to know to do that.
Yeah, I need to pay a ticket today.
Exactly. Oh, see, like those kinds of things. Like, remembering.
I think I have to pay it before the 8th. Or
it used to be like my mom would tell me, like, "Hey, remember to do this. Remember to do this." And now I like have to remember. Oh yeah, I have rent due today.
Yeah,
I have to go pay that. Then you have to make time for that and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that kills me too.
Finances
I'm so bad with deadlines.
Yeah, I can't. I
always forget. Keep a better calendar.
I don't have a calendar. Do you have a planner?
No, I need to.
Oh,
I was expressing necessity to
I
have
got
that.
a planner specifically because of this.
I bought
used it?
Yes.
I bought like 5 planners in my life. Never used them.
Yeah. I had one whenever I first started college. I bought one. Wrote I think like 2 test dates in it, and like the other thing away.
That's exactly.
I forgot about the test date.
Yeah. And it's funny because I have an iPhone and like you can do that on the phone.
Yeah.
I don't think I use half the features my phone is good for.
Yeah, I see. I need to put like a calendar on my phone, like one, because my friend has a calendar where he just swipes over and that entire screen's a calendar. And I only use one screen. I don't swipe at all on my phone.
Very minimal.
So yeah. So
are you a minimalist?
No. If you walk into my apartment,
I have walked into.
I have stuff everywhere. I'm not really minimalist. I like being simple on my phone though, just because it makes everything quicker.
Levi, you also do music.
Yeah, I play music in my apartment.
Yeah, I play music by myself.
I don't really record a lot of music. I record every once in a while, but I do play music.
That's fair.
I'm apparently doing a show next weekend.
Oh yeah, you're at Maddie's thing.
Yeah,
I got an invite to that. I think I'll show up.
Yeah, and
Mark released a single, didn't they?
They did.
Oh my god. Mark is a band kind of started by people who aren't musicians.
No, they're all musicians.
Oh, are they?
It was started by
well, Maddie doesn't really play anything.
She plays guitar.
Oh, can she play guitar?
Yeah, she plays some guitar. But Maddie and Nate started it, and then they invited me, my friend Andy, another person.
And what happened to you and Andy?
Well, it was just like the group got a little bit too big for what they were trying to do.
I see.
And so Andy and I started a rival band called Cram, which is marked backwards.
Oh, I see.
With an exclamation point at the end, and it's in all caps, so it's like wham.
Do you guys have songs to play?
Yeah, but we're not playing original songs. We're just gonna play some covers. Yeah,
covers of. Do you know which ones you? Or should we leave that to the surprise for people?
Well, I don't think anyone listening is really gonna show up.
I'll show up.
Yeah, we're just gonna play I think we're playing like a Mac DeMarco cover.
Ooh, that's a good one.
A Killers cover.
Okay, off mic. I'm trying to learn how to play a Mac DeMarco song. Can you help me?
Which Mac DeMarco song?
Oh baby, oh man.
You're
My Kind of Woman. My Kind of Woman by Mac DeMarco. Do you know that one?
Which album's that off of?
2.
Oh no, I haven't listened to 2.
Oh, okay. Well, listen to 2. Listen to it.
Okay, I can play a couple Mac DeMarco songs for you though.
Okay.
Lull you to sleep.
Moonlight by the River is my favorite Mac DeMarco.
Moonlight by the River is good.
You hate Mac DeMarco.
I don't like Mac DeMarco.
You don't like Mac DeMarco?
I haven't gave him a serious chance.
Yeah.
But just like what Eric has played for me.
Eric was the one who introduced us to Mac DeMarco.
Yeah.
He was heavily on Mac DeMarco at first. And I didn't like him at first, but then my girlfriend was like, she's just played him over and over again.
Yeah.
You just start to like him. Same thing with the 1975. Wasn't a huge fan. No, I really enjoy him.
I've never really listened to them.
To the 1975? Yeah, they're fine.
It's not that I don't like them. I've just never given them a try.
Yeah, it's like very British poppy kind of sound.
Okay. Like that.
I like the sound of your heart.
Like the calypso kind of vibe that like the
no, I wouldn't say it's island. Calypso makes me think of like island.
Well, like what is it, Vampire Weekend? They have they have that calypso sound to them.
Okay, so it's kind of like Vampire Weekend. I would compare them more to like the guitar sounds are harder, so I want to call it more rock, but it's like very pop rock.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like would you compare it to like Panic at the Disco at all?
Panic at the Disco when they were doing stuff on
Northern Downpour.
Probably like Too Weird to Live, Too Young to Die.
Okay.
That album.
Yeah.
I think that's the name of it.
Like how we all just know Panic at the Disco.
Do you listen to Panic at the Disco?
Yeah, I listen to Panic at the Disco.
Everybody listens.
Probably more that sound, but I still like Panic more. All right, so we're going to head on to break, and then when we come back, we're going to do our last 2 segments.
Okay.
All righty. See you guys in a bit. This episode of Decent at Best is sponsored by my dad. He gave me $10 for gas and then told me to shout him out on the podcast. So here's to you, Dad. Happy birthday. And we're back from break.
Oh, hey.
You were taking a sip of your water.
Yeah, I was chilling.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really give you a warning. During break, I got a text from my maintenance man who said he's coming here to check our drains.
Guys, Reese is going to shower.
I can finally shower. I hope he comes in before we stop recording.
His smell offends. We should get him on the podcast.
If he comes in, we will. We'll have him.
Let's talk about this drain issue. Let's really put him to task.
Hey, come on,
See
buddy.
how much he knows.
What's going on with my drain? Why is it stopped up? Also, you try to shower. If you look in my shower, there's a puddle of water where I tried to shower and noticed it wasn't draining. It's halfway filled up. If I were to turn on the shower again, it would overflow.
So you have like a clean elbow.
Yeah, well, it wasn't that. How high do you think my shower is?
I don't know.
Okay. Comes up to my elbow?
I don't know. I even got a little bit of water out of it.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, the water touched me. I don't know if you call that cleaning.
Sure, why not?
Fair enough. Alrighty, Levi, our last 2 segments here. The first segment is a segment we do every week. It's constant. It reoccurs. Mm-hmm. It is one of us will record a sound, and during the week before we record the episode, we'll play it on air. You get 3 chances to guess that sound. Mm-hmm. And the second one is a rotating segment. But for now, we're going to do the sound thing. So I recorded the sound this week, and I'm going to play it for you guys. And I guess you guys are going to have to come up and get on one answer together, agree upon one answer, because you're only going to get 3. Alrighty, ready? Yeah, nice. Very nice. Oh yes, excellent. Oh yeah. Oh, Mom?
Okay.
Any guesses?
I have
Would
a
you
couple
like
guesses.
This one's a little bit harder than last week's.
Yeah, because I feel like there's an...
What?
I don't know how to word this in a way that doesn't
Whatever you want.
offend.
This podcast is R-rated.
Were you... Did you look up stock audio of moaning and then moan yourself over it and then act like your mom walked in? Is that
No,
what you did?
I was getting gas again.
No. Where do you go get gas?
I was masturbating and my mom walked in. That's the answer.
Oh, man. That's
So,
rough.
yes, you were correct. Some of our sounds are bad. Some of our sounds are okay.
I like the baked CD. I think that was my favorite one. 'Cause it was
Episode one?
It was so off the wall.
Yeah.
It was. I really can't. I really can't describe like me here late at night, like in that kitchen, and
Smacking some ZD on the
like
floor.
getting this mic as close as possible to the smacking sound of the ZD.
Yeah, I like it when they're impossible to guess.
Oh, perfect. Okay, well, we'll make sure to do more of those.
Just always be wrong.
Well, our last segment this week. It's normally a rotating segment. We normally don't have great ideas, but now people have been sending in ideas for a last segment, which is great because we don't have a lot.
They're tired of hearing the bad.
The bad ones. This week's was sent in by a friend of ours who is going off to the military. He asked us to do this before, because this is the last episode he'll get to listen to before he goes off to the military.
Oh, sad.
So we prioritized him, and it's going to be Would You Rather.
Okay.
So, they're not too bad. We'll start off real easy. So the first one would be like, would you rather find true love or have $10 million?
$10 million can buy a lot.
Yeah, that's a rough question. $10 million.
Over your true love?
I can do a lot more good with $10 million than my true love.
Fair enough. I like how you just automatically jump to the $10 million. Yeah, true love. And you have a girlfriend.
Well, the thing
I
is,
hope Bailey listens
the thing
to
is,
this.
I think the true love answer is the selfish answer. Because you can help other people a lot with
But
$10
would
million.
you help other
Yeah,
people
are
with
you
$10 million?
helping other people with that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to keep something for myself, but I'm also going to help.
How much are you keeping for yourself? I have to know.
All right.
Plan out, budget this $10 million
All right,
now.
here's how it goes. All right, if it's 10 million, I get 10 mil untaxed. 5 mil of it immediately going to like charity.
Okay.
Half of it's going to charity.
A charity or charities? Or a girl named Charity?
I don't know. Girl named Charity to pay to be my true love.
Okay.
All right.
There you go.
And then 2 mil will probably be split up amongst my family for like maybe like college funds because I have a
good.
bunch of nieces and nephews.
You're left with $3 million.
Yeah, 3 million to
For you?
yeah. It's for me.
Give me any.
It's for me, baby.
All right.
You mean?
I might get. I would see. Like I've had like thoughts about what would I do if I win the lottery, and I decided that I would definitely just give my friends
Powerball is
money.
at
like 400 million.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
need to go buy tickets.
Like I would just like give my friends money. Like why not? Like be like, yeah, here's $1,000. Go wild.
go buy the Pokemon Go app.
Yeah.
That's $1,000.
Go sink all your money into Pokemon's Go.
Pokemans Go. What about you?
Man. That's a tough question.
I'm going with true love. I'm out. I'm out
Are
on the
you?
10 million. Yeah.
I don't know. My girlfriend does listen to this podcast, so she might get a little salty. But
I wasn't even taking that into account. I just don't know. $10 million. I guess you could do a lot with that, but I only got this life to live for me. Not to sound selfish, which you're right, it is a selfish answer, but like, I don't think I would do all that good. I would try to, but I don't think I would do very well with $10 million.
I like the idea of starting my own business. And
yeah, I mean, think of the opportunities.
No, you're right.
And then employing like all of my friends. That's like a fantasy that I have is starting a business.
What would you do?
I don't know, video production.
That's a good one.
Some kind of media production. I mean, I have a
Like a
podcast network.
Yeah, there you go. You've employed us.
Yeah, I pay you so much.
We're not making money yet.
We're trying to get that podcast.
Our sponsors give us some money here and there, but for the most part,
They give you maintenance fees.
yeah. But most of the would you rather's are pretty easy like that. The next one is, would you rather drink a cup of your mom's period blood or a cup of your dad's sperm?
Oh my god.
My mom's
Cup
what?
of your mom's period blood, cup of your dad's sperm.
Gosh.
That's like gun.
I'm going with sperm. I don't know about you guys. That one's easy for me.
Sperm every time.
Yeah. Because blood like hurts your stomach.
Yeah.
Probably.
Especially like not your blood.
Yeah.
Sperm.
I mean, and
It's like
people
chunky, though.
swallowing is a thing. So I don't know how it tastes.
It's got so much protein in it, you know?
Yeah.
It's a healthy option.
I guess it can't be bad, but like blood is bad. Like blood, I know blood is bad.
Unless you're like iron deficient.
And the thing is, still tastes
If you need more iron in your diet, blood's the option.
I'm
Will
just-
my dad eat pineapple before it's collected?
Can I tell him to? I'm not saying sperm's good. Like no one's out there trying to ladle sperm into their mouth every day, but It's
I'm just
probably
gonna
going to
start
be better
buying my
than blood.
dad. I'm just gonna start buying my dad pineapples and giving them to him. Just like days before.
Dad, I'm training you for this very moment. You don't have to go home and do any of these, right?
Son, why do you keep buying pineapples? The day is coming, Dad.
Would you rather go down on your grandpa or have your grandma go down on you?
Who is this person?
Oh my God.
These are don't worry about it.
Okay, my grandma's going down on me.
Yeah, I think too.
That's the only
I think
one
that's.
I get pleasure out of it,
Fair enough.
regardless of who.
and I don't have to have an old man dick in my mouth.
Yeah.
Like I ain't trying to do that life.
I don't know, man. This one's hard for me.
Can you imagine?
Can I
your
pick-
I might kill my grandpa if I do that.
I was about to say, can I pick my grandpa if he's dead?
Come on.
That's so much worse. That's so much worse.
Like not alive anymore. Like the body is dead. It's just he doesn't have a penis.
You don't know that.
I mean, I don't.
Is he in a
wanna dig him
grave?
up. He's been dead for a while.
He probably still has his penis.
You think so?
They fill him with a bunch of preservatives. Bodies
Embalm him.
bodies keep pretty well underground.
Damn it. All right. Well, he can't get hard. I also don't know that.
So you're
for a
gonna
fact.
suck a flaccid dead man's penis. That's what you're telling me. That's what you would prefer.
Yeah.
Yes. 100% yes.
Reese,
Because
you
my
got some-
grandma's still alive. Both of them.
Reese, you got some weird stuff going
Yeah.
on. buddy.
Both of my grandmas
You
are
were
still
quick
alive.
to the other two answers.
I could
too.
never sit down for Thanksgiving at my grandma's again. Are you serious?
Who asked this
She
question?
takes
Oh
out
my
the
god.
dentures.
No, stop it, Gary. You're making it worse.
String of spit comes out with it.
No.
All right.
Would you rather pee every time you stand up or poop every time you sit down?
Oh, pee every time.
Pee every time I stand up.
Yeah.
I ain't ruining my pants like that.
I'm also going to pee. Because you can mask that. You can go to a bathroom,
Yeah.
dry yourself
I can wear a
off.
diaper.
That's
Also
fair,
true.
but like you're sitting in your shit, dude. Like it's smushing on you. Would you rather? Oh God! Would you rather do anal with 3 giant scorpions until your anus is ripped off? Can you do that, or get a blowjob from a shark? I don't like that one.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Probably the
Shark, I
Yeah,
guess.
the shark.
Oh, would you rather sleep with the hottest woman you know, freshly dead, or the ugliest, smelliest woman that's still alive and kicking?
Still alive.
Yeah, still alive.
I'm going with the dead one
Oh
again,
my
guys.
God.
Come on. What?
This is when we find out about Reese's serious necrophilia.
Yeah.
My necrophilia addiction. Would you rather eat a pube sandwich or drink a vomit milkshake? That sounds like a thing a second grader wrote.
Are we just gonna pass by it? Just like, neither.
No, probably.
What did they just eat?
Probably the sandwich.
Probably the sandwich. Hey, next episode, I have an idea for a sandwich for you. What's this one, Levi? Oh, this is a pube sandwich, buddy.
It's just fake puke from like Spencer's though.
Taken freshly from my dead grandpa.
Oh my god.
Dude.
Would you rather has, this sounds like a bad cat meme. Would you rather has sex with a consenting 9-year-old or your own consenting sister? Whatever you say is illegal on this podcast, buddy.
God.
Sister. Oh my god. Who are you?
What does the 9-year-old look like?
No, Garrett, no!
What if your sister is 9 years old?
No, she's not! She's 34!
I said, what if?
Then gun to my head.
Okay.
Kill myself.
If you gun to my head, I'm killing myself.
Oh my god.
Is she thick?
It's like
Is she thick? Oh my god.
It's a question, okay?
Would you rather watch your parents doing it 1,000 times or join in once?
No, I'm watching.
You tag team your dad. He's
Oh my God.
1,000 times?
1,000 times.
That sounds like such a waste of my time.
The picture for this is a VHS tape.
I'm tagging in.
Like you're watching them, like they recorded their porn on a VHS tape.
I'm tagging in once to get it over with.
Really?
Yeah, I can't stand watching my parents do it 1,000 times, especially since they're divorced.
Here's my
weird.
would you rather walk in on your parents having sex or one of your parents masturbating?
Masturbate.
I agree, but I think that's so crazy that people would rather walk in on their parents masturbating.
Well, it's just
than like have sex. Because
things I don't
technically
wanna
sex
see.
is like, if you're looking at it on like a hierarchy, I guess it's like above jerking off. But everyone looks sad jerking off or masturbating.
Yeah.
So, like it's such a pitiful sight. Like if you walk in, it's like so lonely and sad. And, you know, no one during sex, like you're euphoric and like I imagine if you walk in and let's say you're having sex, your roommate walks in on you, like you look back, you're like, oh, get out, like this is weird. But like if you masturbate, you just like look at him. Like,
This is degrading the both of us.
You got to come in right now.
yeah, just. Like there's no good face for that.
I also love how this is a podcast.
Yeah.
You made faces.
Yeah, sorry. This isn't for the viewers anymore. This is all for us.
This is just for us.
And one more. Would you rather?
I have a would you rather for after he finishes.
Oh, go on. You can do the last one.
So this is one of my favorite ones.
Okay.
And usually people get to the same answer, but it's just watching people think through it always cracks me up. Would you rather have dick-sized nipples or nipple-sized dick?
Oh, man. Damn it.
Oh, man.
Dick-sized nipples?
You're going to see him under your shirt every time. Just right there.
Can I cut them off? Can I get it surgically
No.
removed? I will, for
You
the
live with
rest
it.
of my life,
You
have
live
to
with
have
it.
dick-sized nipples.
And when it's cold, you bet.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't know, man. What do people normally say? Actually, don't tell me, because I don't know.
I feel like if you
How do you feel, Garrett? What are you going to
wore like a
for?
sweatshirt all the time, it'd kind of conceal it until it got cold.
So, I'm going with nipple-sized dick.
Nipple-sized dick?
Yeah.
You're the first person I've ever
Really?
heard say that. It's usually dick-sized nipple. That's what I picked.
Yeah, that's what I was going with.
Yeah. Just because
I don't want those nipples, man. I don't want those nipples.
Yeah. That's my would you rather.
Man.
And it seems in line with what we've
Yeah,
had so
you
far.
did a good job, buddy. Well, Levi, thank you so much for coming on this week. Do you have anything you want to plug?
Well, Sandwichcast.
Of course.
I guess Unwarranted. We're both in Unwarranted.
That's coming up this season. We're doing sketches again.
Yeah, we're
and
doing-
I'm more than excited.
Yeah, we're doing sketches again, and I'm a producer, so
Very fun.
I'll be telling everybody what to do.
Which team are you going to head over the production, editing, and
It's going to start off with me on writing,
Shooting.
so I'll be
Okay.
head of the writing team.
very fun.
Yeah, so it'll be fun to see how
I'm
that
really
goes.
excited. Are you going to join in Warranted this season?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Garrett, you didn't seem excited about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
still,
love acting.
Still sound sarcastic.
No.
Garrett, are you being sarcastic?
Yeah, are you being sarcastic?
Sarcasm hurts my feelings, Garrett.
No.
How would you treat your guests like this?
Come on, buddy. You're drinking Dasani strawberry water.
It's good.
No, it's not.
I actually should have got
Let's talk about
lemon.
water for 10 more minutes at the end of this podcast.
Okay. We talked last episode on our New Year's resolution. This being our first episode after New Year's. What was your resolution? Or what is your resolution? Are you actively working towards it so far?
No, I don't really have a resolution. I don't.
Didn't make one?
I kind of try and consistently better myself
That's fair. That's good.
through different systematic ways.
For sure.
And so, like, I'm already kind of working on stuff on myself, so, like, I don't really
good.
need the new year to...
I mean, always try to improve yourself. But I thought I used to be against resolutions, but I think it's nice to have, like, a set goal. That way, when you accomplish it, you're like, I did that one thing I wanted to do.
Yeah, I've heard a couple people who just give, like really straight, like, number goals. Like, stuff
Right.
that's, like, really standard, like, weight. I don't really like that because it's, like...
It's so wishy-washy.
Yeah, but because I've heard, like... I know I watch a lot of YouTube, and like YouTube content creators, they'd be like, well, hey, one of my goals is to make this many videos this year. And I
Yeah.
don't really like that idea, is to make
This
X amount of
much.
stuff as a content creator. I like those kinds of goals.
My resolution, and I think I'll accomplish it because I'm going to be in that same video production class, but is to write and produce my own short film.
Yeah, I
Finally.
did that last semester, and it was such a gratifying experience.
Oh, I know. I can only imagine like having something. I want a tangible thing to look at and say I did this after it was made. You know.
And you learn so much from the first time you do it.
That's-
like, I just learned an insane amount because, like, we had this. It was a group. You have a big group project, and I was like, "Hey guys," everyone in my group was like, "I'm just going to do most of this," and they were like, "Okay," and then I just did all of it. Yeah,
And I did all of
well, I
it.
didn't do all of it. They obviously did. They did their parts, but I wrote and like directed and.
Do you want to
edited.
plug that real fast? Your short film?
Yeah,
it's
sure.
on YouTube.
It's called Retro Causality. Find it.
I did watch it, and my favorite thing, that one scene at the it opens, the shot to open the film, and it's
Yeah.
foggy.
Yeah,
And it's like, it's very Wes Anderson-esque because it's very symmetrical. He's right in the center of the screen. I really like that shot.
yeah, that was one of my favorite shots, and we got so
You opened the movie with it.
Yeah, that fog was so
It's
cool.
beautiful.
Yeah, and if you watch the final scene of the movie, because we shot that first scene.
The fog is gone. I did notice
The
that.
fog, and the fog isn't just gone. It
Daylight.
It leaves and daylight comes in
I
like
did
a
notice
30-second period.
I did notice that.
and that sucked. And I tried to do my best in color correction to make it
Did
not look as
Clint
bad.
say anything about that?
No, he didn't.
Okay, good. Did you guys do well on that project?
Yeah, we made an A.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And your resolution was to get back in the gym.
Yeah.
Stop.
I should go to a
Pumping
gym.
iron. Oh,
I haven't achieved the goal yet.
Yeah. Oh, it's only the third day. You can finish it. You have a whole year ahead of you, buddy. No, let's not start off too fast.
Yeah.
Make the year too good. Man. Well, Levi, thank you so much for coming on Decent at Best.
Thanks for having me.
We appreciate having you. We want to bring on more guests like this. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So,
you guys should.
and hopefully, maybe one day we'll appear on Sandwichcast. I'll bring a sandwich. I already have a sandwich in mind. Oh, that's another thing you and I do a lot. We both watch a lot of cooking videos.
Oh, yeah.
On YouTube.
But
plug your favorite cooking channels.
Oh, Brothers Green.
You love Brothers Green?
Brothers Green Eats.
I watch Brothers Green a lot as
Yeah,
well.
them and Food Wishes is awesome.
Binging with
Check them.
Babish, I think that's a big one though. I almost hate saying that.
I like binging with Babish as like I subscribe and watch, but
Yeah.
it's not like I'm gonna use those recipes.
Those recipes. So as that to say, my
Yeah.
new favorite one that you told me about,
Peaceful cuisine.
so nice.
Peaceful Cuisine.
There's no music.
It's
he
like
doesn't
all raw
talk.
audio. It's so satisfying to watch.
It's raw, so it's like him pouring coffee beans. That's all you hear when
Yeah.
he's chopping things. That's all you hear. He doesn't, and it's so
I'll tell you
nice.
the
Okay.
one
Yes.
episode you
and
need
it's
to
aesthetically
watch.
pleasing. And I
The
love
one
it.
episode you have to watch. I don't know if you've seen it yet.
Which one?
A pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah, I did watch that one.
It's my favorite one.
I watched him make. It was a hummus ravioli.
Oh yeah.
So nice.
I'm so addicted to food
All his
channels.
are
I'm so
vegan,
happy
too.
to get another one.
Oh yeah, Peaceful
Also,
Cuisine. You have to watch.
There's one. It's like Almazen Kitchen or something.
I haven't seen that one.
It's like
Yours
these,
is tasty though, so
these yeah.
you love the
Yeah,
tasty videos.
tasty.
Oh, tasty videos are great though. No hate.
On Facebook,
I get all-
if I
yeah,
see
I get
one,
all mine on
I'll
Facebook.
watch
Yeah.
it.
But Almazen Kitchen, it's on YouTube, and like these people go out in the woods to cook. Like they don't use like your standardized kitchen.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
like
they use
cook
a
over
campfire. Yeah, it's so
that's
cool.
interesting. Although it's not really them cooking, there's another series that I watch a lot called The Tastiest.
Okay.
And it's like the tastiest X I've ever had, and they've had an episode on chicken, burger, or whatever, pizza.
Okay, yeah.
And then they will take those three places. There are three people. Each one will say their place. Then they all three go to those places and try them, see how differently they're made on each place, and then like pick a winner at the end.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to see like this person picks this and is pizza, and it's like he likes a Metropolitan. This guy likes a deep dish. Which is that pizza? It's like a lasagna to me.
A deep dish.
Yeah, I mean technically it's pizza and it's really good, but it's more lasagna.
It's like a lasagna or casserole.
Yeah,
it's
'cause
pretty nuts.
So
Yeah.
inverted. But anyways, then this one's deep dish and this one's different. And then they're like, oh, this one was so much better. So that's the one I'm like, okay, that's the one I'm gonna make.
Yeah.
because it's the best.
I
Yeah.
always like watching the Worth It on.
Oh yeah, those are good too. The Try Guys or
yeah,
whatever.
no, not the Try Guys.
Or the Worth
It's
Worth
like-
It one is the one where it's like $2 spaghetti
Yeah.
versus $800 spaghetti.
Yeah.
You
Oh
seen
yeah,
that one?
those are always fun.
Yeah.
A lot of different channels do those, and I watch those.
I love that kind of stuff, especially when it comes to food.
I'm a big fan of the evolution of tasty videos.
Oh, they've become
because
really,
they originally started off as like, oh, here's some fun party foods, and
Yeah.
now there are tasty videos that literally just teach you really simple basics of how to cook, and I'm just like. Everyone's just going to start learning how to cook because of the internet.
Because of Tasty.
videos. Like, oh, here's how you scramble an egg. Like, I saw a Tasty video that was just how to scramble an egg, and I was just like, okay.
I know how to do that.
It's like, okay. I'm glad that somebody out there will learn how to scramble an egg because of this, though.
Yeah.
Brothers Green does a series called like How to Survive on like $10 a day or something like that, or
Like,
$10 for a week.
I think they have one that's like $3 a day.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I love that kind of stuff though.
Yeah.
He'll like go and buy like garbanzo beans in bulk and make a hummus. And I'm like, oh, that's smart.
Yeah, that's I like inspiring that in my cooking. Just like using all these different ingredients. Like if you want to save money on cooking, Asian supermarkets.
Oh, I was going there. Okay, just as a spoiler for anyone listening to this part of the podcast who's made it this far,
Okay.
our next week podcast, I have to go to an Asian market to get something for
Okay.
our last segment.
Okay.
Yeah, very interesting. Someone emailed in and told us we had to do this. Described it to a T.
Okay.
Where we had to go, what we had to get, and the brand we had to get. So it was very like the email came in. It was like, this is what you have to do. This is your mission.
Yeah, there's
Oh
a
my
couple.
God.
There's a couple Asian supermarkets in Knoxville, and they're great.
The West Knoxville Sunrise, I think, is the one.
Sunrise? Yeah, that's a good one.
Next to Smoothie King.
Yeah, I think it's like
yeah.
probably the biggest one in Knoxville.
Is that the biggest one?
Well, that I know of.
Okay.
There's a couple other smaller ones that are like kind of more like corner stores.
Save a lot of money though.
Yeah, they just have really cheap ingredients.
I hope it's like Asian desserts.
Oh, for our next podcast?
I don't know that
It is
is
not.
It is not.
It is
I've
not.
been watching
You're
for
gonna hate
whatever
it.
reason. I've been watching like a lot of like Japanese dessert
Yeah.
things. I don't know why they're on my feed on YouTube. Like you should watch.
Well, it's because you keep watching them.
They're stopping.
I don't know how they got there.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
If you go to Sunrise though, you should buy ice cream mochi while you're there. That stuff is delicious.
I'll try that.
Yeah, it's
My new addiction right now, as far as YouTube video goes, though, is last night I was looking at microbrewing stuff and like how to make cocktails and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Because I got this cocktail kit for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I made some old fashions the other night.
What is an old fashioned? I don't even
It's
know what that is.
well, technically you're supposed to use bourbon. We didn't have bourbon, so we used. Technically, you can use any whiskey. I want to say.
Yeah.
But they say either whiskey rye or bourbon, or rye whiskey or bourbon, and I used a Canadian blend. But anyways, it's that with a little bit of bitters, a little bit of simple syrup, and then like an orange garnish.
Okay.
See, I watched John Draper make it on YouTube. Like I'd seen the episode,
Right.
but I went back and watched, and he crushed like a cherry in the bottom.
You can so a lot of people garnish it with cherries too. A lot of drinks garnish with cherries, but I didn't have any cherries. So and there are specific cherries you got to use.
I've never really had like actual
Cocktail?
Yeah, like an actual cocktail.
It's just like this stuff. I made that, and I made a cinnamon toast crunch shot, which is or not a shot, but a drink, which is the rum chata and Fireball. How was that?
You can't compare the
Yeah,
two.
that was technically to a taste. That one's a lot better, but I like the old fashioned. I thought it was
Yeah.
really nice.
I think
very
it's
whiskey
an
heavy.
acquired thing. You have to. I think the more you drink, the better it would get.
I just never. I just can't stand liquor for the most part.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
I've been watching that and then like beer videos, so I can sound pretentious when I'm talking about beer. Oh, this is a pilsner.
This is a pilsner. Oh, very hoppy. It's very hoppy.
Oh yeah, IPA, a lot of hops there.
A lot of hops, my
This one has a nice head on it, a nice quarter. Very coffee and chocolate tasting. So that's been my new addiction. No, so those are our YouTube things. We're in an hour long, so we're just going to cut it here.
I like how
Thank you guys so much for
I like
listening.
how we ended the podcast like 3 times.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for listening. My name's Reese Kitts,
Garrett Faust.
Levi Johnson.
and we're decent at best. We're out.